Are you already a health and investment champion, but you still want to grow your business? Be a FOSS champion. By being a FOSS champion, you have access to another income stream through our GI business. You can provide holistic solutions for every financial need of your clients. In this episode, we'll show you how to be a successful FOSS champion. Good day, distributors. Welcome to TGIFOSS. This is Janchu from DLND, your FOSS champion. Last week, we talked about the benefits of being a financial one-stop shop. And in this episode, we will jumpstart your FOSS sales activity right now. Here is a short video by our very own Mark Morada, Program Development Senior Manager. He will discuss simple steps in starting your FOSS journey. Let's begin.
Good morning, AXA. This is Mark, your GI business partner, and I'm here to introduce a new guide on how to maximize your client portfolio. AXA is a financial one-stop shop. We also have non-life insurance, or also known as general insurance, GI. And as financial advisors, marami po tayong kliyente. May listahan po tayo ng mga nabentahan natin before. Pero ang question ko is, when was the last time na kinumusta nyo yung mga kliyente natin? And na-introduce nyo po ba na si AXA is now a financial one-stop shop? Practice the 10-minute GI habit. All you need to do is to list down your clients, call 5 clients a day, provide updates, and cross-sell. And most importantly, be online. Marami po tayong materials that you can use sa pagpo-post nyo sa social media. We are encouraging everyone to use this simple guide. Meron pong Excel file to that will show the 2 bags that we have in AXA. We have life solutions and we have non-life solutions. We have protection and health, wealth, education, and retirement for life solutions. Now, for non-life naman, we have motor, home, business, and travel. This Excel file will guide you and will show you that meron tayong more than 10 solutions pa that we can offer to our existing clients. So make sure to practice that 10-minute GI habit. Cross-sell. Be the best version of yourself and take back control.
That was a very insightful video, Mark. Thank you so much. Always keep in mind the GI 10-minute habit. First step is to list down all of your clients, call 5 clients a day, provide updates and cross-sell, and most importantly, be online to highlight and showcase our electronic distribution materials, such as these home security EDMs. You may download the brochures from the LMS link below. Go to https://axa.csod.com. Then click on Connect, then All Communities. Open Agency Communications Digital Library. Click on the Topics tab, then Product Updates and Promos, then lastly, Product Brochures. Then you will find the brochure that you need. For related inquiries, please raise a case in AXA Angel under My Support and Incentives Unit, Marketing Collaterals, or Brochures category. After capturing the interest of our clients, this would be a great opportunity to cross-sell our GI products and solutions. In the next video, our Agency Development Manager, Jayan Arabia, will show us how to cross-sell. We have provided you statistics and data which you can choose in convincing your clients to think twice when it comes to getting protection. We provided spills for man-made or fire accidents and acts of nature or typhoon and flood accidents. This spiel includes how to introduce home security as a solution to these risks. As a FOSS champion, the renewal business is as important as cross-selling. We will show you how to do that as well. Let's watch this video.
Good morning, AXA FOSS champions! Welcome to this demo video wherein we will demonstrate through role-playing activity on how to start your FOSS journey in our property products. Here with me is our Agency Development Manager, Jayan Arabia. Hi Jayan! Thanks for joining us.
Hi John, thank you for inviting me.
Jayan will be playing as a FOSS champion distributor and I'll be playing as a client. So let's begin with how to cross-sell our property products.
Good morning, John. My name is Jayan Arabia, your financial advisor from AXA. And thank you for your time to meet with me today. I appreciate it. So here at AXA, we strive and aim for all of our clients to be protected from risks in health, wealth, and the assets that you value the most. And I have a good news for you, John. We get to provide you that holistic advisory as AXA is the Philippines' financial one-stop shop, or also known as FOSS. Okay? And as a FOSS, we get to provide solutions that would protect almost all the things that you value the most. After our policy review, John, we haven't explored protecting the foundation of your family and wealth, which is your home. So is it okay if we discuss it right now?
Yes, please, Jayan.
Okay. So let me just give you a background. So in our country, Philippines, actually one of the biggest thieves of wealth and lives is fire accidents. Okay, fire burns, as we know, houses, buildings, furniture, appliances, jewelry, cars, and the wealth of Filipinos. And do you know that according to the Bureau of Fire Protection, in 5 years, there's a total of 77,724 fire incidents. Okay, so that's an average of 15,545 fire incidents every year. Okay, and that is equivalent to 42 fire incidents a day in the Philippines. Okay. During the same period, the total estimated damage to property reached 23.273 billion. And if we're going to average that, that's 4.65 billion every year. Okay, and also another thing, during that period, 1,257 people were killed. That's an average of 251 deaths every year. So you can imagine how many people die during these calamities. The number of injured persons during the 5-year period reached 4,239, or an average of 848 persons suffering from fire-related injuries that could have been avoided. Okay, John, so right after I have presented you with the statistics, it's actually very alarming, right? Because it costs a number of lives and costs billions of pesos. So as you can see, the importance of this meeting is for us to be able to realize the importance of protecting our hard-earned assets. You would agree, John, right?
I would agree.
Okay. So let me now discuss to you the top 3 causes of fires. Okay, number 1 is electrical connection. Number 2 is lighted cigarette butt. And number 3 is open flame. Okay, for the number 1 cause, fire originating from electrical connection. So it's either triggered by electrical overload, electrical arc, or short circuit. Number 2 reason, lighted cigarette butts that cause fires are those usually indiscriminately thrown away by cigarette smokers. Okay, And number 3, fires caused by open flames can either be triggered by torch, candle, or burning gas stove left unattended. Okay, the top 3 fire occurrences recorded hit residential areas, industrial, and commercial buildings. Okay. So in the Philippines, there is a shortage of firefighters and fire stations. So it's another challenge because it usually takes more than 5 to 7 minutes to respond to a fire incident. And aside from that, there are some factors that include traffic congestion, obstruction of roads, and narrow streets. Diba, minsan hindi kasya yung mga fire trucks sa area. So that's a challenge in the Philippines. Okay? And with a population of over 12 million people, Metro Manila has the all-time high record of fire incidents, number of fatalities, and estimated damage to property, according to the Bureau of Fire Protection. So let me just give you an example, John. So in 2020, 1 person was killed and 2 others were hurt when fires razed houses in a number of areas in Metro Manila. And there's also one example in Santa Ana, Manila, where injuries were recorded burning homes in Pasig Line. Okay, the Manila Fire District said the fire left around 2.5 million worth of damage in the area, affecting around 600 families. And during the same week in Pasig City, 1 person reportedly was killed and around 300 families were displaced when a fire hit a commercial and residential area along General Araneta Street, Barangay San Antonio. Okay, so that's a story on how fire influences or affects people in the Philippines. Now let me give you some background about other calamities or acts of nature that affects families in the Philippines. Okay. According to the World Risk Report 2018, the Philippines ranked 3rd in terms of disaster risk. Due to our geographical location, the highest risks posed to the country are those of earthquakes, tropical cyclones, and flooding. And besides earthquakes, volcanic eruptions within the Ring of Fire coupled with coastal hazards such as typhoons, flooding, and rising sea levels pose a constant threat to the population with almost 110 million inhabitants as of 2020. Okay. In the Philippines alone, there is already an average of 20 storms and typhoons per year, and most are destructive in terms of properties. And aside from that, there is the expected, the big one. I'm sure you've heard of the big one, right, John?
Yes, Jayan. Very, very worrisome.
Yeah, actually, it is because the big one is a worst case scenario of a 7.2 magnitude earthquake from the West Valley Fault. So it's a 100-kilometer fault that runs through 6 cities in Metro Manila and nearby provinces. A tsunami is also foreseen in the scenario set by the Philippine Institute of Volcanology and Seismology, or PHYGITAL. This scenario is predicted to cause 52,000 dead, 500,000 injured, with a projected damages of more than, you can guess what? 2 trillion pesos.
Wow.
Not just billion, it's trillion. Okay. Sorry, Jan, for the bad news that I've been giving you. Look at, I know you're sad, but I have to show you the statistics because we need to see how urgent it is for us to protect our hard-earned assets. Okay. I know you would agree with me that there is really an urgent need to be protected from man-made fire accidents and natural calamities or acts of nature like flood and earthquake in the Philippines. But don't be sad, Jan, because I have a good thing or good news for you from AXA. Because it's a good thing that AXA has solutions for your needs, okay? We can have peace of mind as AXA is your financial one-stop shop. We can protect your home, condo, or even your business if you have one. Okay, so right now, Mr. John, which is your primary concern for protection?
Thanks for asking, Jean. With the data that you've shared, I want my home to be protected as soon as possible.
Yes, that's great, John, because we can do that as soon as possible. And you know, with home security, you will have your property insured against a number of perils. So let me just enumerate what those are. So number one, fire and lightning. Number two, earthquake. Three, typhoon and flood. Four, riot, strike, and malicious damage. Five, extended cover. Six, robbery and burglary. Seven, landslide and subsidence. And eight, road water damage. See, there's a lot of perils and damages that you are protected from if you are going to secure a home security insurance package from AXA. And aside from that, let me enumerate the coverages that go with home security, Mr. John. With HomeSec, you can insure the following. Residential house, so it's either building only or house contents only. Or you can choose to insure both. Okay, it's also applicable to apartments and townhouses. It's also applicable to homeowners and tenants or renters. And you can actually insure your home from 1 million to 50 million. Okay, the area should not be flood prone. The house should be made out of concrete. Okay, and the residence should be accessible to fire trucks. And lastly, it should be within a Class A subdivision. Okay, so if it meets all the requirements that I have mentioned, then we can go ahead and secure your home. Do you know that you just need to pay a premium of 1,200 annual for a coverage of 1 million pesos? How do you find that, John?
Sounds worth it, Jean.
Okay, so let's proceed with the application. I'm going to provide you with a form which you can fill out, and then we'll have it processed, and from like 1 to 3 days from now, I'll be able to provide you with your e-policy, and I'll be providing you with instructions as well on how we will go about with all of the processes. Okay?
Sounds great, Jean. Thank you so much.
With this solution, Mr. John, you will be fully protected from all the risk, and you will be able to reach all your financial goals for yourself and for your loved ones. Okay? And I want to congratulate you for making a good decision in securing your home, and I'll be reaching out to you if ever there is any information that I would need for us to complete this transaction. And I would like to thank you once again for giving me the time to present to you this protection that we have from AXA.
Thanks so much, Jean. And now let's watch another role play segment on how to renew our clients' insurance policies.
Good morning, Mr. Janchu. I am Jay Anarabia from AXA Philippines. As a valuable client, I would like to assist you in your existing fire insurance policy. So are you free to discuss this now?
Good morning, Jean. Thank you for calling me. I'm free to discuss right now.
Okay, thank you. And may I ask, sir, if you have received a copy of your renewal notice?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so good. If you have the renewal notice with you, or maybe you can get it so we can have a reference for our discussion.
Okay, it's already here with me right now.
All right, thank you. So in your renewal notice, you will see the premium amount. It's on the lower portion. So that's the premium amount that you need to pay for us to renew your property insurance for another year, since the policy is annual, okay?
Yes, thank you, Jean.
Okay, so the amount that you need to settle is right there, and you can settle this via online banking, or mobile via PayMaya or GCash. So it's up to you what's the most convenient, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do this
And-
as soon as possible.
Okay, yes. And I can assist you in processing this transaction. I would need a copy of the payment slip afterwards and a valid email address to proceed with the issuance of the renewal policy. All right. And after that, we will be issuing an e-policy, which we will send to your registered email address.
Thanks so much, Jayan.
Okay, sounds good. And if you have any other queries, feel free to reach out to me. And thank you again for meeting with me to discuss this renewal. And I look forward to seeing you soon. And please don't hesitate if you have any more questions or if you want any of your other properties to be protected. Good morning, Mr. Janshu. I am Jayan Arabia from AXA Philippines. And as my valuable client, I would like to assist you in your existing fire insurance policy. Are you free to discuss this now?
Yes, Jayan, I'm free. Thank you.
All right. And sir, may I ask if you have received a copy of your renewal notice?
My apologies, Jayan. It's not with me. I didn't receive my renewal notice. Can you help me?
Apologies that you haven't received your renewal notice, but yes, definitely I can help you. So here's what we're going to do, sir. I would contact our sales associate, our business partner from the GI side or general insurance side, and we will send you a copy of the renewal notice via email. So just provide me with your email address.
That would be great, Jayan. My email address is janshu@hotmail.com.ph.
All right, thank you, sir. So that email address is actually what I have on file. Just like to confirm if it's still the same. So just wait for the email on the renewal of your policy, the renewal notice, and then I will call you again to discuss what the next steps would be in how to renew and pay for your renewal policy, okay?
Sounds great, Jayan. Thank you so much for the help.
All right, thank you, and I'll be in touch soon.
That's it, FOSS champions. Hope that you learned something in our demonstration on how to cross-sell and renewals. Thank you to our agency development manager, Jayan Arabia, for joining us.
Thank you again, John, for inviting me. And for our distributors out there, feel free to reach out to your respective ADMs or sales associates in case you have any GI concerns, all right?
Thank you, Jayan. To all of our viewers, let's start our FOSS champion journey right now. Have a great day.
There you have it. Feel free to customize these scripts based on your client profile and needs. Let's start with the 10-minute GI habit right now and be a financial one-stop shop. Before ending this episode, I would like to remind everyone to tune in next week for the 3rd episode of Digi Mondays. Also, we want to know what you want to know. Please take time to answer our short survey after this so that we may understand how we can help you better. Thanks so much, everyone, for your time. Once again, this is Janshu, and thank God it's FOSS.